The Las Vegas Sphere was meant to be the ultimate flex, a futuristic icon that would redefine live entertainment, the most advanced venue ever built. Bigger, bolder, and more ambitious than anything Vegas had seen before. But reality hit fast. Instead of printing money, the Sphere has turned into a financial headache. The price tag ballooned to roughly $2.3 billion, nearly double what was first promised. Day-to-day costs are piling up. Producing content is insanely expensive, and getting enough people through the doors has been harder than anyone expected. So how did a single building become this risky, this costly, and this complicated? And why is a venue that was supposed to be unstoppable already fighting to justify its existence? Let's break it all down. Content costs. The Sphere isn't just a building. It's a beast of technology. Inside, 160,000 square feet of LED screens wrap around the audience. 160,000 speakers beam sound from every corner. It's a dream for fans, but a nightmare for production teams. Every show needs custom content. Filming has to be ultra-high resolution, sound perfectly synced, and visuals built for the wraparound screens. That's $18,000 per production just to make a single show work. Most artists and production companies can't afford that. That means fewer shows, less revenue, and the Sphere keeps bleeding money. But the team found a way to fight back. They leaned on two main revenue streams: big residencies like U2 and Sphere experiences, cinematic repeatable shows during the day. In the fourth quarter of 2024, these experiences brought in $74.5 million across 208 shows. Not enough to cover everything, but it showed a path forward. That's the money being made inside. But this massive structure has one more giant advantage: the Exosphere. And how much does that bring in? Massive budget shock. The first shock with the Sphere came even before it opened. Originally pegged at $1.2 billion, the final price tag skyrocketed to $2.3 billion. That's nearly double. Nearly every Vegas resident and investor knew this was going to be big, but no one expected it to be the most expensive single-purpose entertainment venue in the US. To put it in perspective, it even surpassed Allegiant Stadium, home of the NFL's Raiders, which cost $1.9 billion. But why did it get so expensive? Partly, the pandemic supply chains broke. Materials cost more. And then there was the technology. Nothing like this had ever been built. A 160,000 square foot LED wrap, insane 16K visuals, and a sound system with 160,000 speakers blasting from each corner. Every detail pushed costs higher. So here's the question: how do you justify spending billions on a building no one has ever run before? And more importantly, could it even make money in the long run? The answer starts with understanding just how the Sphere planned to earn every dollar. And that's where we go next. Financial losses. The Sphere opened in September 2023 with a bang. U2's residency kicked off. Lights flashed, music roared. But behind the spectacle, the numbers told a different story. In its first fiscal quarter, the Sphere reported a $98.4 million operating loss. That's just the start. By the end of 2024, the losses had ballooned to $480.4 million. But why so much loss? The reason behind this is that the building itself is massive and expensive to run. Depreciation, maintenance, staff, energy, all those bills pile up fast. And this wasn't a regular venue. Every show needed specialized production to match the Sphere's massive LED wrap and sound system. That meant fewer artists could afford to perform, fewer shows could be staged, and revenue lagged behind costs. And here's the real kicker: all that money spent, all those losses, were for shows that barely scratched the surface of the Sphere's potential. So ask yourself this: can a venue survive if it loses nearly $500 million before it's even fully operational? The answer comes from understanding the content and revenue model, which is our next chapter. Exosphere revenue. The Sphere isn't just inside. Outside, it's a giant 580,000 square foot LED screen. The Exosphere from far away, it looks like a glowing spaceship on the Vegas Strip. But for the Sphere team, it's more than eye candy. It's pure profit. Companies pay to advertise on it. Sponsors love it. Big campaigns, flashy signage, high-impact visuals, they all go here. And here's the kicker. This money comes without the cost of running shows inside. In the fourth quarter of 2024, the Exosphere brought in $15.9 million. That's pure margin, cash flowing straight into the Sphere's books. It's a smart trick. When shows inside are expensive and slow to generate revenue, the outside screen makes money 24/7, every day. It's a high-tech, low-effort safety net. And it proves the Sphere isn't just a concert hall, it's a new kind of business model. But here's the problem. Can outside revenue be enough to keep such a massive, costly venue alive? Or is it just a patch over a much bigger problem? So yes, the Sphere is struggling. But there's one more financial trick keeping the Sphere afloat. And it starts with the land it sits on. Ground lease advantage. The Sphere could have been crushed by rent. A building this huge, this expensive, usually carries massive monthly payments. But here's the twist. The Sphere doesn't own the land. They're on a 50-year ground lease with Vici Properties. And the lease is unusual, no fixed rent. The landlord only gets a share of profits above certain thresholds. That means the Sphere doesn't bleed money every month just for the land. They only pay when they make money. Think about that. With $2.3 billion sunk into construction, the last thing they needed was crushing rent payments. Instead, they can focus on shows, content, and advertising. Their survival isn't tied to a bank loan ticking away every month. It's tied to performance. It's clever. It shifts the risk to the landlord while giving the Sphere a fighting chance to recoup costs. But the question is simple. Can performance alone ever cover this massive investment? Or is this just keeping the venue afloat temporarily? Revenue pressure. Even with all its tech and wow factor, the Sphere can't escape the pressure to make money. The construction alone cost $2.3 billion, almost double the original plan. And now, every show, every Sphere experience, every ad on the massive Exosphere carries the weight of that investment. One bad quarter could mean hundreds of millions in losses. The financial numbers are eye-popping. In the first quarter of 2024, right after U2's opening shows, the Sphere posted a $98.4 million operating loss. By the end of the year, the total loss had grown to $480.4 million. That's nearly $500 million down before the venue even hits its stride. Part of the problem is content. The Sphere's 160,000 square foot LED screen and 160,000 speaker sound system are incredible. But producing shows that match that scale is insanely expensive. Each production needs ultra-high-res filming, custom sound design, and specialized tech. Only a handful of artists and companies can even afford it. That limits the number of shows, slowing down revenue, and making it harder to cover the fixed costs of running a venue this massive. The Sphere has two main ways to fight back: long-term artist residencies and Sphere experiences. Like Postcard from Earth residencies bring in big-ticket sales but take months of setup and teardown. Sphere experiences can run daily and generate consistent income. And the Exosphere's advertising adds another revenue stream with zero operational cost. But even with all this, the pressure to balance costs and profits is constant, and the stakes couldn't be higher. But here's the thing. The Sphere isn't stopping in Vegas. The plan is big, bold, and global. Abu Dhabi is next. The company wants a chain of these massive entertainment machines, each one a 360-degree visual and sound spectacle. But it's not that simple. London was supposed to get one too, but it hit a wall. Local authorities, led by Mayor Sadiq Khan, paused the project. Why? Light pollution, massive advertising, and the impact on a crowded city. People weren't ready for a giant glowing sphere in their skyline. That shows something important. Building the sphere isn't just about money or tech. It's politics, it's public opinion, it's local laws. You can have the coolest venue in the world, but if people and governments push back, it doesn't happen. So, here we are. On one side, the Las Vegas Sphere is the most ambitious entertainment venue ever built, with mind-blowing tech, massive LED screens, and a $2.3 billion price tag. And on the other side, the reality, huge operating losses, sky-high content costs, and real-world challenges that no amount of lights can hide. So what do you think? Can the Sphere actually become profitable and change live entertainment forever? Or is it just an expensive experiment that may never fully pay off? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video, hit that like and subscribe button. Also, turn on the notifications bell so you don't miss our future breakdowns. Until next time, see ya!